Well, are you in search of the great pumpkin? If so, you've come to the right place. Pumpkins beginning at $3.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, along with all other kinds of great fall decorating ideas. They're all right here. Plenty of ideas coming up on our show, so stay with us.
Bring the family and step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home both inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Stop by and you'll see why we were voted the best home and garden center in Indiana, or check out lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Just watch for the attraction signs.
Well, good morning and welcome to another edition of our program here from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We're on location, and you saw the open of the show. We talked a little bit about the pumpkins that are on sale, and later on in the program we're going to talk about the Fall Frenzy, where you can save on select items up to 90%. Well, Mark Linton here with us as usual. Mark, good to see you.
Good to see you, Craig.
We got a great first half of the show here for the folks at home. In fact, what we see behind us is only a glimpse, isn't it, of what we're going to see a little bit later on.
Yeah, just a small glimpse. We've got lots to share the viewing audience.
This is the time of the year when, if you haven't already, you need to start thinking about landscaping. And Mark will tell you that's probably the best time of the year to lay down some landscaping and lean on the pros at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and that's what we're going to talk about here today is landscaping around a beautiful property. And Mark, much like a relationship you've had with scores of others that you've helped down through the years, this homeowner has asked you to help in other areas over the last 3 years with this property, haven't they?
That's right, Craig. The house actually was built 3 years ago, and we did the original landscape there. We came back after a year and did another project, and this is year 3, and we actually just completed another project here and have even more plans for the future. And this isn't all that uncommon. It's actually something that we love, and we develop a relationship with our clients, and it's an ongoing relationship.
Now, if you don't have a relationship already with Linton's and Mr. Mark Linton, you can call. Mark, you'll answer the phone, won't you, for someone who maybe is calling for the first time?
Most definitely.
So call Linton's, lintons.com if you'd like to find out more. Well, Mark, we're going to start on just one little corner of this property, and you've done some really neat things here. A lot of different things going on, so why don't you start?
Oh, Craig, this is something really incredible here. This is one of the focal points. Got a beautiful body of water here behind me. A house full of glass windows that overlook not only the lake, but want to have a wow out here in the front yard. This is the focal point. The challenge was to create a wow, but not block the view of the water behind us here. And it all started with this pair of bronze herons, and we've got these strategically positioned here along with a native fieldstone boulder, and we've got some spotlights on them just so that they have a nice soft glow in the evening. I really like the antique finish, which is starting to develop on the bronze, kind of a nice patina there. And these bronze statues here, they're outside all year long and withstand all the different elements.
I like the choice of ground cover. I think we featured this before, haven't we, Mark?
We have, and we wanted something here to contrast with the stones behind us. This is called stone bark ground cover. It's actually not a native stone, it's a man-made stone, and it is designed to resemble bark nuggets or wood mulch ground cover. Has a lot of nice brown and earth tones. It complements the bronze statue here, and also is a nice contrast with the stone that we're using along the water's edge, and just creates a low maintenance garden area here.
What about the plants and the trees and the shrubs?
That too, we used some different types of ornamental grasses. We've got some feather reed grasses over here, which started blooming during the summer months. It's going to frame this side of the herons quite nicely. We've got some fall blooming sedums in here for some fall color. The barberries are going to be providing a nice color spring, summer, and fall with their reddish burgundy colored leaves. And something that's really unusual is this serpentine flowering cherry here. This has the interesting serpentine shaped tree trunk. Very unique and unusual. I really like it at this time of the year with the fall temperatures in that. We're starting to lose some of the leaves, and that really shows off the unique branch structure.
It does.
And in the springtime, this will have clusters of a double pink flowering cherry flower just completely covered, and it comes into its glory once again during the spring months.
Now, bordering the water, of course, you've done a lot of rock down there well, practically to keep the erosion at a very minimum, I would think, right?
It's erosion control as well as helps with the maintenance.
Well, up a little closer to the home now, and Mark, did you run into some challenges when you started laying out the landscaping here?
Well, probably one of the biggest challenges is just the scale of the property. We've got a huge commitment to the lawn and the mowing here, and so we wanted to make it rather easy and simple for you, the homeowner, to stay on a riding lawnmower. No tight, narrow areas to get a lawnmower through. So you're going to see the layout of the landscape beds and the edging, very graceful, free-flowing, and that just helps with the maintenance of it. Another challenge was the scale here. We've got a rather large, tall house, and so we needed plantings that provided some height to soften it, and we also have an awful lot of windows here, and we really didn't want to do anything that would interrupt that view to the body of water here.
A lot of things to keep in mind, I bet. Well, let's take a little stroll as we head along the side and toward the front of the home, Mark. By the way, the dog wasn't a challenge when you were out here, was he?
No, not at all. You know, Craig, at this time of the year, it is challenging to get a lot of color into the landscape, but actually what you'll see here is a very colorful landscape. Here we are in October. We've anchored the corner of the house with this dwarf blue spruce, and that provides nice blue color 12 months out of the year. We've got these low maintenance gold thread cypress here, which are providing bright gold color spring, summer, fall, and even all throughout the winter time. And then in front, these are some little dwarf crimson pygmy barberries, and they're maintaining those red-colored leaves spring, summer, and fall. So even at this time of the year, you can have a colorful landscape.
Now, you mentioned this process has taken about 3 years so far, and it will continue into the future. This aspect of the landscaping, Mark, when did you begin it?
Well, this part here actually was started shortly after the home was built, and that's approximately 3 years ago. The focal point that we featured earlier here in the show actually was just completed a couple weeks ago.
Very good, very good. Well, if any of these ideas here kind of resonate with you, if you'd like to maybe implement some of these into your own landscaping, Mark is the man. Lintons.com, the website. And Mark, folks can check in anytime, even this fall, to schedule their landscaping, as you've mentioned. What else here, Mark?
We've got some very unusual trees here. This one's coming into fall glory. This is a sourwood tree. Not real common, not well known, but one of my personal favorites. The leaves are fire engine red at this time of the year. Earlier in the year, you had some yellows and some oranges, as well as some green tones in the leaves. And then in the springtime, it had these lily-of-the-valley-like type of flowers, somewhat pendulous, and those contrasted nicely with the leaves. Nice little ornamental tree. We had a corner and a wall here that we wanted to have a little bit of height to soften it. This has worked out very, very well.
Yeah, and the color against the backdrop looks beautiful.
Thank you, Craig. Another unusual tree here. This is called a fine line buckthorn, prized for the very unusual fine leaves. It's a very columnar, very upright type of tree. If you never prune it, it can't get any wider than about 3 to 4 feet in height. And we're going to let this grow up to about the eaves and the height of the overhang there. Just starting to see some nice fall coloration. Those leaves will turn a brilliant gold color as our temperatures continue to drop.
Really no chance of ever having to prune these trees away from the house. You've placed them out far enough that, Mark, that's never going to be an issue, is it?
Well, we spend a lot of time going through the planning process, and each area you need to make sure that you've got the proper plant. We don't want to hide the architecture of the house. We're just simply beautifying and enhancing the architecture. And because, again, the scale of the property here, we want to make sure we're utilizing low maintenance plantings. And a lot of that is also a big part of the design, that you aren't having to fight something back. Just for example here, Craig, underneath the base of this window, we really don't want to hide or block any of the view, and so we've got these low maintenance boxwoods, and really don't want to hide this beautiful stonework that we've got on here as well. These boxwoods for the next 20, 30 years actually can be maintained at this height that you see right now. And they not only look nice at this time of the year, they're a broadleaf evergreen. They will maintain this look 12 months out of the year.
Wow, that is a sharp look, and almost as if these shrubs were made exactly for this home, in this corner of the home.
It works very nice and has a nice flow to it, and also accents the architecture that you see behind us.
Well, we've made it around the turn here, Mark, and this is a nice little touch. You're pretty proud of this bush or plant or tree. Oh, it's a combo, isn't it?
You know what? It's a very, very dwarf tree. This is a dwarf sergeant crab, and this little guy is about 15 years old. No. I'm 6 feet tall. This tree is only 5 feet tall. It's a clump dwarf sergeant crab. Again, selected because of its shape and size. When you're on the courtyard patio and you're overlooking the pond, actually you can see right over the top of this tree. This tree in the springtime had beautiful pink colored buds opening up to white flowers, and develops a little red berry, which I see the birds have found those, and they are all gone.
It's not going to obstruct any view then from the courtyard, is it?
Absolutely not.
What else going on here, Mark?
We've incorporated a lot of unusual and unique fieldstone boulders, complements the rock ground cover that we've got, and also ties in with the stone facade to the house here. We've continued the look of the red leaf barberries, as well as different varieties of gold cypress here. They contrast nice in front of the darker stone exterior. And I really like this garden path up here. This allows easy access from the courtyard out into the lawn, so not only the homeowner but the guest can enjoy the lake itself.
Looks like you've done some more work with the boxwoods inside the courtyard here, is that right?
That's right, Craig. We have continued to the boxwood hedge into the courtyard, and it works out well underneath the second set of windows here. Again, very easily kept down below the base of the windows, not to obstruct any view.
Well, speaking of views, you've got a great one as we look across the water here and then make our way toward the front entry, and you're very proud of this work out here too, aren't you?
We are. We've got a couple of matching topiaries here. These are some little dwarf emerald green arborvitaes, and nice to accent the stone columns here, not wanting to hide these beautiful light fixtures. We also have a specimen red Japanese lace leaf maple. We've got some uplight that lights that up at night, and as that grows and matures, those branches are going to cascade over the top of the boulder there, and just as you come walking up that sidewalk, a nice wow.
Yeah, I love that look. I've always liked that. And as we walk around and then through the front entrance here and down to the side, you've got some more boxwoods, it looks like.
You know what? They look like boxwoods, but actually these are dense yews. It's a dwarf type of yew. They've got a needle rather than the shiny glossy leaves that we saw with the boxwoods. And the reason for the difference here is actually the height of the base of these windows are a tad bit taller than what we saw over on the other end of the house. We're going to allow these to grow a little bit higher. Again, just a little bit below the base of the windows. These have the potential to get a little larger than what the boxwoods do. Also, it's just another little different shade of green, adds some nice interest as well as texture. Again, this large bank of windows, this is an architectural feature of the house. We really didn't want to hide it. We didn't want to block any of the view, but we are framing it with these matching junipers here. These are Wichita blue junipers, prized for the beautiful blue colored evergreen needles. And this color will last 12 months out of the year.
All these products that you're talking about, Mark, available at Linton's and through lintons.com?
Oh, definitely. We actually grow all the plants, trees, and shrubs at our 40-acre nursery located in Bristol.
All right, there you have it. What else here, Mark?
Oh, again, another window here, and following the architectural clues, we've selected this globe blue spruce, which does a really great job of pretty much naturally shaping itself, just with some occasional pruning. Continued the look of the red leaf barberries, and framing the sides of the windows with some columnar upright yews called Hicks yews. Incorporated some more boulders. I really like this one. This has some very unique and unusual graining to it. And we selected colors that also tie in with the stone ground cover here.
Now, you had an artificial boulder that we walked by earlier, and you totally faked me out. You told me that that was not an original, something that you brought in.
That's right. Actually, over there on the side of the house, Craig, we had a wellhead. All of the new homes that are constructed, they do have those. And those artificial boulders, they look incredibly realistic. It's a great way to hide and disguise those utilities.
Nice splash of color here, it looks like.
Yeah, we have continued a layered type of look. We have a little bit of a height with the dense yew hedge in the background, and then the gold thread cypress here in front. Also a nice contrast of colors as well as textures. With the yew hedge here, we are pruning this a couple times a year, and this gives you a nice, real solid look. And then we like the contrast of textures, the nice fluffiness that you have here of the gold thread cypress.
What a nice look. Well, these ideas, again, compliments of Linton's and Mark Linton, who can come out and help you with your landscape design. And another, is this another Japanese maple?
It is. You're getting good at this, Craig. One of my personal favorites. I love Japanese maples, and we grow a ton of them. They're just really nice, low-maintenance trees. They don't get too big. They don't grow quickly, and a prize for these red burgundy-colored leaves all spring, summer, and fall. We actually have a pair of them here to frame the large window located directly behind us.
All right. Well, we kind of gave folks, Mark, a little glimpse earlier of what it looked like across the water from this vantage point. Can you describe maybe what it looks like if you were on the other side looking this way toward the home? It's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
It is, and actually, in my opinion, that is the best view. And across the body of water here, we actually have developed some little hidden gardens, which as you're wandering and meandering through these paths, you come across a nice little surprise out in the woods, something just totally unexpected. We've also created some nice little areas for sitting, relaxing, nice little conversation area, place to read a book. And the best thing about that is the view that you have from the other side of the water looking back at the house.
I tell you what, you know, when people think about going on vacations and having that second home maybe somewhere, you've got it all here, don't you? When you do the landscaping right, you can enjoy and put those dollars back into your own property and have a year-round kind of an enjoyment, right?
That is so true, Craig.
Well, get some ideas, won't you? When you call on Linton's, they can help you. Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Lintons.com, the website. And Mark, boy, we've given folks a lot of ideas. And now, when we come back, we're going to give folks some great savings with your fall frenzy, right?
That's right. Coming right up.
And lots of savings, up to 90% on select items at Linton. So hang in there. We'll be back in just a moment, so stay tuned.
Bring the family to Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a magical world of fall beauty and inspiration. Magnificent mums and unique Halloween and fall decor. Pick out the perfect pumpkin and visit our free straw bale maze and petting zoo. Fall is the perfect time for planting to make your landscape come alive next season. Enjoy huge savings of 50 to 75% off select plants, trees, and shrubs. Discover a shopping experience that is as unique as you are at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Welcome back to the program, and Mark, an interesting first half of the show, and it's not too late for folks at home to connect with you about landscaping at their home, right?
Absolutely not. Actually, this is a great time. We continue to landscape all the way up until the ground freezes, which typically here in northern Indiana is usually around a little bit past Christmas time. Last year was even more unusual. We were installing landscapes all the way up until the second week of January.
That was an unusual year last year, but point is you really need to get on it right away. Give Mark a call for all your landscaping needs. Mark, we've got a few raindrops coming down here, but a good time to talk about your fall frenzy. It continues with some outstanding savings for folks at home.
We've got a big list of plants that are on sale, and this is just a small sampling of part of our sale. I'm going to start out here with this beautiful summer sweet. This is in its full glory right now. Beautiful burgundy colored leaves. Earlier in the year, very sweet, fragrant flowers. That's how it gets its name. Part of our Fall Frenzy sale. This one here is only $9.99.
And viewers at home can pick up on this savings today and tomorrow till 6, right?
That's right. Monday through Friday, we're open as well, 8 a.m. until 7 p.m.
All right. What's up next, Mark?
Oh, a nice little dwarf ornamental grass. It does well in sun or shade. It is a big blue larapi. Spikes of bluish colored flowers. A nice semi-evergreen grass that does well in sun or shade. Part of our Fall Frenzy sale, only $5.99.
All right, grass, of course, very, very close to your heart. You just love all kinds of ornamental grasses, don't you?
I like them because of the texture and the interest that they provide. They really become popular in the fall, especially with the fall plumes and the color that they take on. This is a nice little dwarf ornamental grass here, prized because of the blue leaves and foliage. It's called blue oat grass, and it's on sale for only $6.66.
All right, up next.
Oh, another blue ornamental grass. This one actually makes a great ground cover. It is a rather aggressive spreader, does well in full sun. It's called blue lime grass, reaches to be about a couple feet in height, and if you've got a hillside or an area where you're wanting to cover and help maintain erosion control, this is a great grass. It's on sale, 50% savings, only $14.99. Then I've got another variety here of larapi. This is a variegated larapi, beautiful light blue colored flowers hovering above the golden colored leaves. Does well in sunnier locations, a nice little mounding type of ornamental grass, on sale for only $4.99.
All right, another good look here at some ornamental grasses, Mark. I like the variety you've got going on here today.
Well, thank you. This here is a sweet flag chorus grass, more kind of an upright type of leaves to it, and you get a kind of a combination of yellow tips and green interior growth, only reaching to be about 12-14 inches in height. Prefers more of a sunnier location. On sale, 50% savings, only $4.99.
Hold it now. $4.99?
That's right, Craig.
Okay. You heard it from Mark, so hold him to it. What else here, Mark?
Oh, Craig, this is a little taller ornamental grass, eventually reaching to be about 4.5, 5 feet in height. It's called a feather reed grass. Actually starts blooming during the summertime. 50% savings, only $12.49.
Now, you can whack these down or let them grow right through the winter.
That's right. Can either cut them down at the end of the season, or I personally like to see them sticking up above the snow, provide some nice texture along with some winter interest. The tan foliage contrasts nicely up against the white snow.
Sure. Now this is a big one here, isn't it?
It is, and this is probably one of our most popular ornamental grasses here. This is a variegated silvergrass, on sale 50% off, only $11.99. Starting to get the beautiful feathery plumes here. These will open up a little bit further. When this reaches full maturity, you're almost 5.5, 6 feet in height with this.
A grass, that's pretty tall, isn't it?
It is. I really like to use these to help hide like utilities and air conditioner units. And you really don't have to worry about the ventilation to the condensing units, that they can get the air circulation through the ornamental grasses just fine.
Great, great. All these plants, trees and shrubs here at Linton's in containers. And Mark, now is the perfect time to be planning for next year. You've mentioned that before, and having it in a container really makes good sense.
There's a huge benefit. There is absolutely zero transplant shock. You're just simply sliding it out of the pot and introducing it into its new environment, and guaranteed success.
All right, got some great color going on up front here.
Oh, very popular ornamental grass here. One of the rare grasses that has nice bright red colored leaves, that is Japanese bloodgrass, reaches to be about 18 inches in height. Red leaves, spring, summer, and fall. Actually tolerates some of the moist soil conditions, so you've got kind of a wet type of soil conditions. That does well. Other ornamental grasses actually don't prefer those type of growing conditions. On sale for only $5.99.
Great pricing here at Linton's.
Got a New Zealand flax, prize for the beautiful rainbow assorted colors in the leaves, and that works out really well in planters along with some fall mums. They can pick up the same coloration that you've got there in the leaves. On sale 50% off, only $9.99.
This is not a grass, is it?
No, nice little topiary. We call these patio trees. Actually won't really get any taller than what you see right now. Just the crown or the head of the little tree is all that is going to grow or mature. Just occasional pruning here pretty much naturally shapes itself into a globe shape. I like to use these in pairs to accent interest, and it maintains this bright blue color 12 months out of the year. On sale 50% off, only $29.99.
Great pricing, fall frenzy, Linton's Enchanted Gardens. You can check out more about everything we've talked about here at Linton's at lintons.com. Mark, a couple more here for us.
We've got a nice little golden barberry starting to develop little red berries, great for attracting birds. That is a Sunjoy Gold Pillar Barberry. It's more of a columnar upright variety. Maintains gold-colored leaves spring, summer, and fall. And we're starting to see some nice fall coloration to the leaves as well as to the berries. Part of our sale, 50% off, only $6.49.
All right, one more item it looks like.
Yes, this is a hummingbird butterfly magnet. Prize for the green and gold variegated leaves. This goes through 3 bloom cycles, has pink trumpet-shaped flowers that are great magnets for attracting both hummingbirds and butterflies. It's called an eye catcher Wigelia. 50% savings, only $19.99.
Eye catcher Wigelia, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mark, always good being with you. And folks, again, a great reminder that savings are as good as you'll see during the year right now at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, the Fall Frenzy. And Mark, up to 90%, is that correct?
That's right.
90% savings up to right here on select items at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Mark, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Craig.
For Mark Linton, our producer Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.